Chapter 99 Information. After finishing the lessons, everyone was in Quilla's room, waiting for Uriel to begin practicing dimensional math. Lid was very nervous, tapping with his foot while counting the seconds. "Where the heck is he?" he grumbled. "We have been waiting for him for..." Lid realized that without the sun, he had no idea how much time had passed. Barely 10 minutes. Solo's mind rolled her eyes at his impatience. "Over 10 minutes? It doesn't take that long to fly over here. Maybe we should start on our own." "Why so anxious? Don't tell me that you let that rod guy get under your skin." Freya mocked him playfully. "He can believe whatever he wants, as long as he judges the students semi-fairly. Is fine by me. I don't fear the professor as much as his subject. Is nothing like I ever done before, and I will not relax until I know I can do it. It's the same for all of us. Yet you are the only one freaking out. Do you know why? Because you are all a bunch of children that still believe in unicorns and rainbows. In real life, only results matter. No one cares for the reason why you failed or succeed. The magical power of friendship has never solved anything, unless in works of fiction. Because, despite all your talent, you are so single-minded on a task at hand to become obsessive. 10 minutes aren't going to affect our chances with dimensional magic. Try to relax. Sometimes one has to stop and smell the roses. Who knows? Maybe he has met someone special. I mean, any other guy I know would be delighted to be in your place, surrounded by girls. Yet you just nag all the time like my grandpa." Lid didn't miss her poking Quilla's back, probably to encourage her to say something instead of staring at her own toes. She had been awfully silent since he had entered her room. "It's not like there's something embarrassing around. This place is as empty as mine. I wonder if I was so awkward at her age, too." Despite she really wanted to join the conversation, Solus kept silent. Having access to all of his memory, she knew that the 12-year-old Derek past was better forgotten. There was only pain and misery there. "I am flattered by your feelings," Lid replied. "But it's better if we stay friends. It's not you, it's me." Freya was left speechless, while Floria was rolling on the bed laughing. "Knocked down after the first move. You better stay down, sister." Before Freya could scold the two of them, they heard knocking on the door. Lid quickly opened it, eager to begin, letting a groggy Uriel walk inside. He was leaning on the wall just to stand on his feet. His eyes were semi-closed, like he was about to fall asleep any moment. "Are you drunk?" It was the only explanation he could find. Uriel shook his head, while Lid helped him reach the bed. He clearly needed to sit down, while the other girls started worrying, asking him what was wrong. Quilla used one of her personal diagnostic spells, finding that he was perfectly fine, just like Lid did with invigoration while supporting him. "He is not drunk," she said. For some reason, Uriel had barely the strength to walk. "I can easily fix that." By using a Tier 4 light spell, Lid gave him some of his life force. Uriel finally managed to speak, telling them what had happened, down to the last detail. "That bastard beat me so hard that the healing spell drained all my remaining energy. I had to fight just to put one foot in front of the other. It's a miracle I managed to get here without fainting." "What a scheming son of a swine!" Floria snapped. "By healing you, not only he covered his tracks, but also left you so weak that even if you managed to call for help, It would have been too late. He can be anywhere at this point. Yeah, I need to inform my father of what happened. If I were you, I'd do the same. You come from a magic bloodline too. I'm surprised they didn't try to recruit you already. Maybe they did. Freya suddenly realized. Do you remember the cute guy that seemed wanting to talk with you, but walked away as soon as he noticed we were together? The one we joke about being too afraid to confess in public? Yes, I do. But what makes you think he was one of them? Nothing. Just that it seems too odd to be a coincidence. We have attended the same classes for months, and he chooses today to make his big move? Also, was he afraid of me or my ballot? Everyone knows I have one. It makes sense, Uriel nodded. I think at this point it's better if we all get one. Our family's names makes us targets. It could happen to you too, Freya. Contact your mother and see where she stands in this matter. Lid was shocked, contemplating all the possible consequences. It was ironic how he and Quilla were the least affected from the sudden turn of events. Being commoners, they had no value in a political struggle, at least for the moment. If they really wanted to hurt Linjo's reputation, their existence as top students of the Master Healer class would make them targets too, sooner or later. The other class wasn't a problem. They were better forge masters than he, or at least it was that he had made them believe. Freya, Floria, and Uriel took out their communicator amulets to inform their parents of the current predicament. Mind if I use the bathroom? Lid asked. In a world where underwear did not exist and the uniform was the only dress they wore, it was unlikely there was something embarrassing lying around. But he wanted to make sure to not invade her privacy. Willa nodded. After entering Lid, used his hush spell to prevent being heard before calling Marchioness Distar. Despite answering immediately, she seemed annoyed by the call, but as soon as she heard the news, her attitude changed. Good gods, those bastards! Dare to involve their own sons! This is even worse than I thought. I'm sorry, your ladyship, but you do not seem surprised at all. Can you please tell me what's happening exactly? Marchioness Distar drummed her fingers on the desk for a while before answering. What happened today is just a sideshow of the real struggle. It goes on from decades, with new powers demanding more equality and the old ones fighting to keep things as they are. Every year, commoners rise to the status of nobles thanks to magical or military achievements. But getting lands and titles mean nothing if bureaucracy stands in your way at every step. Kings come and go, but paper pushers are forever. Over the centuries, all such positions have been taken over by the old powers, and they use it as a bottleneck to others' authority. No one gets anything unless they agree, and that made many people angry. In a way, they can even overrule the court's orders simply by delaying everything as much as they can. So the court has started to replace bureaucrats, and that also made many people angry. The conflict between old and new powers keeps escalating, despite all the attempts of mediation. Why do you think my family is under a constant death threat? Because in my marquisate there is not one, but two of the 6 great academies, and there are key points in the balance of power. Both factions want me dead, hoping to take my place and further develop their agenda. Both of them? Then what side are you on? Lid asked in confusion. The court sides. I believe in compromises. Radical changes lead to chaos on the short term, and the neighboring countries would exploit the opportunity to invade us. No changes instead mean the collapse of the system. If, no matter how powerful you are, or how much you contribute to your country, you do not get a proper reward, then you have no reason to remain loyal, not when other countries work much better. That's why so many defect. But what does this mean for me and my family? Are we safe? He had little to no interest towards political struggle, unless they involved LARP. Yes, you should be. Believe me, very little can get past the Queen's corpse, and in the scheme of things, you are insignificant. No offense, none taken. Lid sighed with relief. This is not the first attempt to sabotage. Linjos knows what to do. I let him know everything. So stay away from his office and don't draw attention on yourself. Stay out of it as long as you can, but keep me updated if anything else happens. He promptly agreed. If this goes on for so long, then I just need it to last a bit longer. In less than 2 years from now is none of my business anymore.